Okay, today is day 84 and reading Joshua chapter 19 through 21, Luke chapter 2, 25 through 52. Chapter 19. And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even unto the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. And they had in their inheritance Beersheba and Sheba, and Muladah, and Herzashul, and Bela, and Azim, and Eltalad, and Bethel, and Hermah, and Ziklag, and Beth Markaboth, and Hazar Susah, and Beth Lebaoth, and Sharuhen, 13 cities and their villages. Ain, Rimmon, and Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages. And all the villages that were round about these cities to Beer, Ramath of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. Out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon, for the part of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of them. And the third lot came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families. And the border of the inheritance was unto Sarid. And the border went up toward the sea, and Marilah, and reached to Dabusheth, and reached to the river that is before Jokneam, and turned from Sarid eastward toward the sun rising unto the border of Chisla Tabor, and then goeth out to Dabarath, and goeth up to Japhia. And from thence passes one on along unto the east of Gethahefer to Idakazin, and goeth out to Ramoth Methor to Nea, and the border compasseth it on the north side to Hanathan, and the outgoings thereof are in the valley of Jephthahel, and Katar, and Nahalel, and Shimron, and Idalah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to their families, these cities with their villages. And the fourth lot came out to Issachar, and the children of Issachar according to their families, and their borders was toward Jezreel, and Chelzuluth, and Shunem, and Hephraim, and Shion, and Anahirath, and Rabith, and Kishion, and Abaz, and Ramath, and Egneam, and En-Haddah, and Beth-Pazaz. And the coast reaches to Tabor, and Shahazimah, and Beth-Shemesh, and the outgoings of their border were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, the cities and their villages. And the fifth lot came out of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families. And the border was Helkath, and Heli, and Betan, and Aksheph, and Elameketh, and Amad, and Mishael, and reaches to the Carmel westward, and to Shahor Libneth, and turneth toward the sunrising of Beth Dagon, and reacheth to Zebulun, and to the valley of Jephthahel, toward the north side of Bethemech, and Neel, and going out to Cabal on the left hand, and Hebron, and Reba, and Haman, and Kanah, even unto great Zidon. And then the coast turneth to Ramah, and to the strong city Tyre, and the coast turneth to Hosa, and outgoings thereof are at the sea from the coast to Akzib. Umah also, and Aphak, and Rahab, 22 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali according to their families. And their coast was from Heleph, and from Elon to Zanim, and Adamai, Nikab, and Jabneel unto Lakum, and the outgoings thereof were at Jordan. And then the coast turneth westward to as no Tabor, and going out from thence to Hokok, and reacheth to Zebulun on the south side, and reaches to Asher on the west side, and to Judah and Jordan toward the sunrising. And the 5 cities are Zidim, Zer, and Hamath, Rekah, and Chinnereth, and Adamah, and Ramah, and Hazor, and Kiddish, and Edrei, and En Hazor, and Iron, and Migdalel, Horam, and Bethanath, and Bethshemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, the cities and their villages. And the 7th lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, and the coast of their inheritance was Zorah, and Eshtolo, and Urshemesh, and Shalabah, and Ajalon, and Jephlah, and Elon, and Thimanath, and Ekron, and El-Tikah, and Gibbethon, and Baalath, and Jehud, and Beni-Berak, and Gathrimmon, and Majarkon, and Rachon, and a border before Japheth. And the coast of the children of Dan went out too little for them. Therefore the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem, and took it, and smote it with the edge of the sword, and possessed it, and dwelt therein, and called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages. When they had made an end of dividing the land for the inheritance by their coast, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua, the son of Nun, among them. According to the word of the Lord, they gave him the city which he asked, even Timnath Serah in Mount Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt therein. These are the inheritance which Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribe of the children of Israel, divided for an inheritance by lot in Shiloh before the Lord, at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So they made an end of dividing the country. Chapter 20. The Lord spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwillingly may flee thither, that they should be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he had to flee unto one of these cities, should stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and should declare his cause in the ears of the elders of the city. They should take him into the city unto them, and give him a place that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they should not deliver the slayer up into his hands, because he smote his neighbor unwittingly, and hated him not before time. And he should dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that should be in those days. Then should the slayer return, and come unto his own city, and unto his own house, unto the city from whence he fled. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee, in Mount Naphtali, and Shechem, in Mount Ephraim, and Kirjalah Harbor, which is Hebron, in the mountain of Judah. And on the other side of Jordan, by Jericho eastward, they assigned Bezer in the wilderness upon the plain out of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourned among them, that whosoever killeth any person at unawares might flee thither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. Chapter 21. Then came near the heads of the fathers of the Levites unto Eleazar the priest, and unto Joshua the son of Nun, and unto the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel. And they spake unto them at Shiloh in the land of Canaan, saying, The Lord commanded by the hand of Moses to give us cities to dwell in, with the suburbs thereof for our cattle. And the children of Israel gave unto the Levites out of their inheritance at the commandment of the Lord these cities and the suburbs. And the lot came out for the families of the Kohathites and the children of Aaron, the priests, which were on the Levites, and by lot out of the tribe of Judah, and out of the tribe of Simeon, and out of the tribe of Benjamin 13 cities. And the rest of the children of Kohath had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Ephraim, and out of the tribes of Dan, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh 10 cities. And the children of Goshen had by lot out of the families of the tribe of Issachar, and out of the tribe of Asher, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, and out of the half tribe of Manasseh in Bashan 13 cities. The children of Merimai by their families had out of the tribe of Reuben, and out of the tribe of Gad, and out of the tribe of Zebulun 12 cities. And the children of Israel gave by the lot unto the Levites these cities with their suburbs, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses. And they gave unto out of the tribe of the children of Judah, and out of the tribe of the children of Simeon, these cities which are here mentioned by name, which are the children of Aaron, being of the families of the Kohathites, who were the children of Levi had, but theirs was the first lot. And they gave them the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron, and the hill country of Judah, with the suburbs thereof round about it. But the fields of the city and of the villages thereof gave they to Caleb the son of Jephunneh for his possession. Thus they gave to the children of Aaron, the priests, Hebron with their suburbs, to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Libnah with their suburbs, and Jatir with their suburbs, and Eshtemoa with their suburbs, and Holon with their suburbs, and Debir with their suburbs, and An with their suburbs, and Judah with their suburbs, and Bethshemesh with their suburbs, 9 cities out of those 2 tribes. And out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gideon with their suburbs, Geba with their suburbs, Anatoth with their suburbs, and Alman with their suburbs, 4 cities. All the cities of the children of Aaron the priest were 13 cities with their suburbs. And the families of the children of Kohath, the Levites which remain of the children of Kohath, even they had the cities of their lot out of the tribe of Ephraim. For they gave them Shechem with her suburbs in Mount Ephraim to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Gezer with their suburbs, and Gibzam with their suburbs, and Beth Horon with their suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Dan, Eltekah with her suburbs, Gibeon with their suburbs, Ajalon with their suburbs, Gethrimmon with her suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the half tribe of Manasseh, Tanakh with her suburbs, and Gethrimmon with their suburbs, 2 cities. All the cities were 10 with their suburbs for the families of the children of Kohath that remained. And unto the children of Gershon, of the families of the Levites, out of the other half of Manasseh, they gave Golan in Bershan with her suburbs to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Bethsheterah with their suburbs, 2 cities. And out of the tribe of Issachar, Kishan with their suburbs, Daberah with their suburbs, Jarmuth with their suburbs, En-Ganim with their suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Asher, Mishael with their suburbs, Abdon with their suburbs, Hilkar with her suburbs, and Rehob with her suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee with their suburbs, to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Halmoth-dor with their suburbs, and Carton with their suburbs, 3 cities. All the cities of the Gershonites, according to their families, were 13 cities with their suburbs. And unto the families of the children of Merari, the rest of the Levites out of the tribe of Zebulun, Jokneam with their suburbs, and Kortar with their suburbs, Dibnah with their suburbs, Naphtali with their suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer with their suburbs, and Jehozan with their suburbs, Kedemoth with their suburbs, and Mephath with her suburbs, 4 cities. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth and Gilead with their suburbs, to be a city of refuge for the slayer, and Mahanam with their suburbs, Heshbon with their suburbs, Jazer with their suburbs, 4 cities in all. So all the cities of the children of Merari by their families, which were remaining of the families of the Levites, were by their lot 12 cities. All the cities of the Levites with the possession of the children of Israel were 48 cities by their suburbs. These cities were every one with their suburbs round about them. Thus were all these cities. And the Lord gave unto Israel all the land which he sware to give unto their fathers, and they possessed it and dwelt therein. And the Lord gave them rest round about, according to all that he sware unto their fathers. And there stood not a man of all their enemies before them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their hand. There fell not aught of any good thing which the Lord had spoken unto the house of Israel. All came to pass. Luke chapter 2, verse 25 through 52. And behold, there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and the same man was just and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel. And the Holy Ghost was upon him. And it was revealed unto him by the Holy Ghost that he should not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came by the Spirit into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him after the custom of the law, then took he him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now lettest thou thy servant depart in peace according to thy word. For mine eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people, a light to lighten the Gentiles and the glory of thy people Israel. And Joseph and his mother marveled at those things which were spoken of him. And Simeon blessed them and said unto Mary his mother, Behold, this child is set for the fall and rising again of many in Israel, and for a sign which should be spoken against. Yea, a sword shall pierce through thine own soul also, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. And there was one, Anna, a prophetess, and daughter of Phanuel of the tribe of Aser. She was of a great age, and had lived with an husband 7 years from her virginity. And she was a widow of about 84 years, which departed not from the temple, but served God with fasting and prayers night and day. And she, coming in that instant, gave thanks likewise unto the Lord, and spake of him to all them that looked for redemption in Jerusalem. And when they had performed all things according to the law of the Lord, they returned into Galilee to their own city Nazareth. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit, filled with wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. And they had fulfilled the days as they returned, and the child Jesus tarried behind in Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. But they, supposing him to have been in the company, went a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintance. And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem, seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business? And they understood not the saying which he spake unto them. And he went down with them and came to Nazareth, and was subject unto them. But his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. And Jesus increased in wisdom and stature, and in favor with God and man.